Hello, my name is Griff. Welcome to the License Squad channel. How are you doing? Today we're going to talk about the Vepr, which is a submachine gun in Call of Duty Ghosts. We're playing on the Xbox One version, by the way. So yeah, anyway, a lot of the guns in this game I just don't really get along with. But the Vepr, for some reason I keep coming back to it. So I thought, let's do a video on kind of how to use it and some good perks to go with it and all that stuff. So the Vepr, according to the Call of Duty Wikia, or whatever it is a bullpup machine gun, apparently. Fully automatic, largest ammo capacity in its class with low recoil, which kind of makes sense, to be honest. However, this gun seems to have a very random area of fire. So 1 minute it can be really kind of predictable and it does what I want. Another minute and, well, there is actually kind of a maximum range for this gun. And that's not because of bullet damage, it's just your bullets aren't going to go anywhere near. Even if you pulse, it just jumps around. Bit of a pain in the ass. But if you master those quirks, it is a good gun, and it looks cool as well.
Retard alert!
Yeah, I had to add that in. Anyway, so extended mags. It's probably one of the best attachments for all guns because it means you can fire for longer. And in this game, I find that you spend a lot of the time reloading without it, and because you die so quickly, it's very easy to 1 minute to be killing one person and someone behind just drops you. Whereas I find with extended mags, you can kind of just hold down the trigger and bam, you got a lot more luck. So extended mags is the way to go. I love the silencer, but that's because I play free-for-all, and obviously a lot more spawns are much less predictable, and some will almost certainly be nearby. So the silencer lets you kind of operate quietly. Obviously, it's good to have perks that back that up, keep you off the map. Marathon is fantastic for probably all the submachine guns actually. It's very useful to be able to move quickly around the map. If you want to team it up with agility, by all means do it. I tend to use my points on something else, but that's up to you. In many ways, on a game like Free For All, being able to move quicker means you can get back in the action and get more kills and yada yada yada. So definitely run with that if you can. The iron sights on this gun are actually very good. Some of the best, I think. Here's what we were talking about earlier. Just, yeah, recoil all over the shot. It's doable, but you don't want to be that far away from people if you can, because if they got an assault rifle or sniper, then it's going to be a tough fight for you to win. Anyway, yeah, so some good kill streaks. In free for all, IMS is fantastic. You will get the odd player that nails it straight away, which is kind of frustrating, but whatever. To be honest, that's such a rarity that you may as well plonk an IMS down in a well-travelled area, and yeah, job done. Bums your uncle. It's better than the guard dog, I would say, because you can kind of go off and do your own thing, whereas the dog is normally behind you. Sometimes it goes off on its own and gets someone you weren't aware of or were aware of, but most of the time it's just kind of a lazy canine. So IMS, you can keep killing and just drop it down somewhere else on the map. In fact, you can use it to kind of back you up, although I hate camping. Fine line between patrolling and camping, don't get me wrong, but yeah, you don't want to be sat in a corner all day with an IMS protecting your flank, because that's really lame. I do drop shop a few times in this. I don't normally like to do it, but my Virgin broadband fibre optic connection is very hit and miss. Like, I get great speeds, but the latency, or whatever you call it, is all over the shop. So 1 minute, I'm a host, the next minute people are getting like a second or two drop on me, which is just really frustrating. So now we drop shop quite a bit. To be honest, it's a valid tactic. Most of the good players I come up against do it. You don't always need to, but It's the same as jumping around corners and stuff, you know. If you want the edge and you want to win, do it. If you're not too bothered or you're quick enough on the draw, then, you know, stay as you are. Anyway, so some of the perks on this. I really like Hardline, because it means I can get an IMS at 4, or I can get a radar thingy, I've forgotten the name, at kind of 2 instead of 3 kills. So for games like Free For All, that's really, really handy. Get my helicopter at 7. I think the perk means assists are also count as kills. I could be wrong on that. But anyway, so in Free For All that's not so useful as far as I'm aware, because you can't get assists. But Team Deathmatch and other games could be handy. So yeah, Hardline, really good. I tend to use Sentry Gun. I think in this game, I don't know if I can reach it actually, this wasn't the world's best game. It was consistent, but it was a bit slower than I like. But anyway, yeah, so Sentry Gun, really good. Again, somebody can kill it quite easily, but most of the time they won't. Which is, well, what you want really. Plonk it on a long alleyway, kind of around here's a good place, and it'll take care of people in the windows and whatnot. So that's cool. And I think my final kill streak is the helicopter, because I love the ones that just do their own thing. To be honest, it's not as effective as the helicopter has been in other games. As you can see there, I was kind of still moving around the map, still avoiding the helicopter in the sky. Mine's on the way in now. But yeah, still a good kill streak. Got twice the killing power. People are kind of more worried about watching their flank. They're having to keep an eye on the mini-map to see where the helicopter is, if they're, you know, of a reasonable ability, which means you've got more chance to shoot them. Or they'll just camp up in a room, which happens quite a lot. But either way, you know, it has an effect on the way the game plays. So it's a good kill streak. But if you want to mix it up, you know, by all means use what you like. It's just those 3 seem to do the best in Free For All. Having watched a lot of other players that, you know, managed to beat me on a few occasions, that, you know, IMS is one of the most popular kill streaks. Anything else useful? Yeah, patrolling is good. Stick to an area. I mean, don't stay in one room as I said earlier, but if you know a certain part of the map, just kind of flat go around it. If you kill someone, kind of move to another part so they'll head back to where you were, because people love to revenge kill. So, you know, be ready for that. Be waiting somewhere else, and job done. Anyway guys, the video's coming to a close. If you like what you saw, subscribe, like, and all that jazz. If there's anything I missed, let me know in the comments, because it's always good to hear from other players. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.